Hey, good evening and welcome, hockey fans, to FMA Hockey from Shields Arena. There was the Reavers getting their yearbook photo taken for the big yearbook signing at the. Oh, sorry, it's not going to be a yearbook. Okay. Anyway, getting the photo taken for the webpage, all the other stuff. So, a bunch of Reavers out there smiling big. Tonight's contest features the Mountaineers taking on those very same Reavers, as we get set to get underway shortly from Shields Arena. In net tonight for the Reavers, it's Logan McAllister, and for the Mountaineers, again, Justin Offit between the pipes for the Mountaineers. So the officials getting everyone lined up and set to whistle there, and we are underway. Face-off controlled by the Mountaineers, kick deep into their own zone. Vagel's going to reach it first, though, for the Reavers, spinning, putting it towards the net, but it's blocked by Micah Savan, centering the first line for the Mountaineers to the point. A little bit of some chaos there. Mountaineers able to chip it out, hustling after it. Jordan Lee, he's going to win the foot race to beat the icing anyway. From below the goal line, right up front, Savan puts one on, but saved from McAllister, and the net's going to come loose, so we'll get a whistle, and we'll get a face-off coming here from the Reavers zone. 14:35 still on the clock here in period number one. The officials set, both teams on the draw. No one controlling it cleanly. Finally, the Reavers able to come away with it. Trying to move through neutral ice, but it's intercepted by Cole Berger. Slid out towards the Reavers zone. Fighting for it, Jordan Lee, almost able to come away with it, but Frederick poking it free, still tangled up there with some sticks. Jordan Lee finally able to get to a free puck, pass through the slot, can't get a tip on it, and that one rolls away to the point. Holding the zone, Savan, he works it to the corner, but Frederick able to chip it out of the zone for the Reavers. Mountaineers will have to regroup here. There's a head pass to Savan. It just bounces off his tape, though, and Frederick finds an outlet pass to Vagel. Vagel taking a look here, watched by Savan. Pressured by another Mountaineer here. He's 1-on-2 into the offensive zone. Vagel weaving in. Puck finally poked off his stick. He goes to the point for Ritter. Intercepted by Savan. He flicks it out of the zone, and it tips up into the player bench. Face-off coming back into the Mountaineer zone, says the official. 13:44 on the clock yet. First period. Davidson and Baker battling for it at the blue line. Baker finally able to come away with the puck. He tries to get an outlet pass going to Helving, but it's intercepted. Reavers rush back the other way into the offensive zone. A shot on, save off it, and they'll put a glove on that and get a whistle. Face-off coming up now in the Mountaineers zone. Face-off is away. It's to the near boards. Cody Mouch has it to the point. Davidson flings it in deep. Lind controls. He takes a look, puts one on. It bounces away. Oh, and a shot off the back door. It's in. I think Nick Simeon got that one. And the bouncing puck off the initial pass found its way to him anyway. Oh, excuse me. Curdy on the goal. Bouncing puck anyway ends up on his tape, and right from the back door, he puts that one past off it for the first goal of the night. So far, Reavers 1, Mountaineers 0. Baker now from center ice. Baker working his way in from the top of the circle. Is a shot on, but seen all the way, and a save for McAllister. So that'll be a face-off coming up to his right. Both teams set on the draw. That one to the point. Floated towards the net, tipped and gloved out of the air by McAllister. What a play there. It looked like the tip had a chance to get in over his head, but he swatted it out of the air with that big mitt. There's the Mountaineers regrouping out of their zone. Flicked ahead by Baker. He comes away with a loose puck. It's a 3-on-2 for the Mountaineers, and they're just a bit too early. A little bit eager at that blue line brings the face-off back to neutral ice. 12:39 is what the clock shows here at Shields Arena. Both teams taking positions here. Faceoff is away. Jory wins a stick battle there. He's got the puck below the goal line. Tries to get it out front, but it's intercepted by Madison. Madison drops for Andreas. Andreas tries to get it out. Turned over, though, right out in front. Shot on it. It's wide of the net. What an opportunity there for the Mountaineers. Hayden Kraft, dangerous scorer right out front. Along the boards now, both teams battling to free up the puck. Swatted away by Offit. He settles back into the crease. Now here's Kraft off the near boards. Hayden Kraft in with speed. Tries to work through one defender, but he's tied up at the top of the circle. Shot on. It's off the side of the net. Both players battling for there. It finally forced free on a backhander to the back door. Jory a shot, but saved McAllister towards the net. The Reavers able to come away with it. Madison tries to clear, but he's disrupted by Kraft. Now finally the Reavers through neutral ice. Into the offensive zone. Madison delays, looks for support. Tries to get one right out front, but it's blocked away by the Mountaineers defense. Tipped out of the zone. Reavers still control. They look to set up again. Puck turned over to Cole Berger. He's watched by Madison. Berger with his head up looks for an outlet pass. Finds Isaac at the near blue line. Isaac a shot on. Off it, swats it to the corner. And that one's going to roll back out to neutral ice. Hustling after it are the Reavers. Came to the offensive zone. Ritter thought he might have a chance at one there. Here's Nick Isaac again from the near wing. Tries to center, but it's disrupted by the Reavers. Hetland got a piece of it. Now into the offensive zone. Here's Lind putting a shot on. Blocked out front by McGee. Nice shot block there, Brian McGee. Bagel has it. Gives away to the point. Working in. Out of the corner. Both teams tying up for it there. Berger tries to flick it away. It bounces up and into the air. Isaac first to it. He tries to clear the zone. Flings it ahead for Helbing. Helbing tips in for Savan. Here's Michael Savan out of the corner. The Reavers look to regroup here. Here's Logan Ritter through neutral ice. Weaving through one defender. Push to the corner. Tries to go back to the net, but it's a save by Offit. Puck played around the boards. First to it is Davidson. Davidson with a lane. Puts one on, but it's blocked by Savan. Puck back into the corner. The official dodges out of the way. Savan spinning away from pressure from Mouch. Gets it to a defensive partner, Berger. Cole Berger now through neutral ice. Working his way in. Protecting the puck with body position. His shot's tied up and it wobbles to the corner. There's Isaac with a shot. One from the back doorstep. Berger, but McAllister with the save on that one. So face-off coming up now out of the Reavers zone. 9:49 still showing on the clock in the first period. Savan and Mouch on the draw. Mouch wins it for the Reavers. Tip to the point, held in for a moment by McGee, but the Reavers force it free. Here's Curdy, already one goal tonight, puts a shot on, pad save off it. No one rings around the boards. Held in at the line. Nice play there defensively by Hetland. That one jumps ahead for Helbing. Mountaineers try and spring one. No icing as she beats it out. Puck stripped away by Davidson. He looks to exit the zone. Turned over in front. A shot from Isaac. He recovers a loose puck. Tries to get it towards the net, but it's blocked by Rauch. Cody Mouch and Nick Isaac battling out of the corner. Davidson steps into support for the Reavers. Here he flings it to the point. Swatted at by McGee to his defensive partner, Berger. And the Mountaineers have to regroup at neutral ice. Berger working his way in, trying to free up a puck, but four Reavers able to slow him down, finally turn the puck back the other way. Now Madison. Madison in for the Reavers. Puts a shot on, it's blocked again by McGee. That's two shot blocks for him early in this game. Nick Isaac now through center ice. Chased down from behind by Madison. He'll dump it all the way around the boards. McAllister out to play it, though he disrupts the dump and chase. Puck back to Baker. Goes to the near wing for Kraft. Hayden Kraft with a look here. Plays to the point for Crom. Crom to his defensive partner, Neeson. Mountaineers with some space. Good puck possession on this shift. A shot high and up in front, and McAllister's going to put a glove on that one. Get a whistle for his team and some fresh skaters out on the ice. Well, 8:25 is what the clock has left for us here in the first period. So far, just one goal from those Reavers. We'll see if maybe the Mountaineers can't take advantage of this offensive zone draw, generate some scoring chances. To the point, Cram holds the zone. Madison spins it around the boards. First to it, though, Jordan Lee for the Mountaineers. Tries to play to the point, but it's intercepted by Ritter. Here's Ritter now on a break. Logan Ritter in. Weaving takes a shot. Save off it. What a play there by the Mountaineers goaltender. Neeson ahead for Lee. No icing, says the official. Tipped on the way in. Lee first to it. Weaves around the net. Tries a wraparound, but McAllister's there with a pad. To the point. Here's Crom doing battle with Frederick. Crom holds the zone. He gets it to Lee in the corner. Back to the point for Crom. Plenty of time. He's got space. Takes a look. Moves it ahead for Kraft. Spinning away from pressure. Now he's watched by two Reavers. Madison recovering a puck for the Reavers. Plays it all the way around the boards again for Ritter. Ritter back to Madison and neutral ice into the offensive zone. Shot on save off it. And that one kicks back out all the way down. Out to play at McAllister. He flings it up and ahead. Tipped on its way in, says the official, so no icing. First to it, Madison, out of the corner now, plays to the point for Frederick. Frederick a look, shot tipped in front, but staying with it is off it for the save. What an opportunity there. So both teams elect to change a few skaters here anyway as we get just past the halfway point in the first period. 7:09 left to play on the clock. Tipped ahead for Jory. He looks to exit the zone here. Tries to get past Curdy, but both players tangle up right in front of the player benches. Loose pucks going back and forth in both directions here. Lind has to delay to avoid an offside call. Turned back the other way by Neeson for the Mountaineers. The Mountaineers defenseman working into the offensive zone. Turned over for Davidson. He tries to play it around the boards, but it's intercepted smartly there. Puck loose out front. Helbing has it for a moment. Swatted off her stick. Recovering is Isaac. Watched by Frederick out of the corner. He plays for Jory. Jory back for Helbing. Helbing a shot. Save. McAllister. And the Mountaineers make a bid for a tying goal there, but McAllister up to the challenge. Still 6:29 left on the clock in the period as we get set for a face-off out of the Reavers zone. Face-off is away. Reavers control. Played ahead here. Birdie racing in. He's got much with him. Centering pass blocked not once but twice by Berger, and Savan recovers a loose puck out of the corner. Moving it ahead to Isaac. Nick Isaac weaving his way in. Tries to get one through, but it's blocked by Matt Davidson. Out of the corner now into the skates of Helbing. Loose puck. No one can get a stick on it. Swatted away finally. Hetland plays it out of the zone. Back for Berger. Berger looks for an outlet. Trying to find something here. Weaving past one Reaver, make it two, into the offensive zone. Berger winding, firing, toe save, McAllister. And he'll put a glove on that for a whistle. So face-off coming up again to the left of Logan McAllister. Still 5:46 left on the clock, first period. And both teams tie up off the draw. The puck kicks away to the corner. Hayden Kraft battling for it here. Not able to come away with it cleanly. Holding the zone? No, they do say it's offsides. Mountaineers will have the tag up that allows the Reavers to control. Moving through neutral ice. Here come the Reavers. Puck stripped free. McGee handles out of the corner. Looks to move it up the boards. He plays towards Isaac. It's intercepted by Bagel. He works his way in. Drop pass here. Madison, a shot. And off it, standing big to make that save there. Couple fist bumps from the Reavers. They look like they're satisfied with how that played out. Not all shots are goals, but sometimes you're just happy with the way that your team is firing. It's good to see passes clicking, and it's good to see some of those things happen, so you give your line mates a fist bump. Here's Berger, almost well offsides. Micah Savan a bit early on that one, perhaps. Here's Isaac off the near boards. Into the zone. Nick Isaac feeds one towards the net. It's sticked away by McAllister now from the Reavers back the other direction. Intercepted by Kraft. Fighting through a couple stick checks from Davidson. Able to hang on to the puck here. He looks to set something up for neutralize. Plays for Isaac, but it jumps over the heel of his stick. Turned over though for Kraft from the high slot. Puts a shot on high and hard, but just wide of the net. Isaac down low for Baker. Baker working his way in towards the net. Poked on, but swatted away by McAllister. Out of the corner. Baker and Hetland freeing up a puck. Played ahead for Ritter. Ritter finds Madison just off his tape, and it's stolen away by Baker. Here come the Mountaineers back into the offensive zone. Isaac steps to a loose puck. He gets it back to Baker. Baker working through pressure from Hetland towards the net. Tries to get one on, but it's intercepted by Ritter. Ritter on the zone exit. It's a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Ritter in. Oh, that one bounces off the post and in. I think Vagel got that one. He had Ritter with him on the wing, but he takes it himself, and that's a goal for Vagel. That makes it 2 now for these Reavers. That goal is going to come at 3:48 in the first period. Face off away at center. Baker wins it. He pushes it into the zone. Frederick and Baker tie up there. Centering pass, we get Helding not quite able to get a stick on it. Tied up right out in the slot area. Reavers back the other way, a 3-on-2. Trying to get it to Mouch, but it's blocked on the passing attempt. Off the near wing, here's Jordan Lee now. Working through neutralize, tries to get it to Helbing, but it's intercepted by Mouch. Excuse me, Curdy. Curdy working in. Curdy gets shot, and Offit had that one. It trickled out of his armpit. It's the old armpit save, but his defenseman able to step in there and sweep it out of harm's way. Baker is shot on now. Toe saved by McAllister. Baker recovering his rebound, working towards the net again. Stolen away, if only for a moment. Fighting for it at the blue line is Neeson. He'll finally get possession and dump it back in. Smart play there from the Mountaineers blue liner. Here's Frederick taking a look. He plays it to the far wing off a skate, and that one's going to bounce all the way down, and they'll say that is an icing call. First icing call of the game, and that one's going to be brought to you by none other than Urban Toad Media. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces the quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. Loose puck out front, lots of sticks flailing after it. No one can get away with it cleanly. Finally, Curdy able to play it off the boards. Poked ahead for Mouch. Here's Cody Mouch in. He puts a shot on, and that one's swallowed up by Offit. Face-off coming up to his left. Still 2:21 left on the clock in the period. Looks like the Reavers able to change a full line here. They are talking some strategy on the way to the face-off dot. We'll see what they have in mind. Jory tying up on the draw. Vagel coming away with it. Working against Cram below the net. Cram trying to block a pass. It goes to the point for Davidson. Davidson puts a shot on. It's wide of the net. Looking for a tip or something out front. There's Jory out of the corner. Pokes it ahead for Kraft. There's the Mountaineers back the other way. Floating it ahead, but Madison able to get to that one first for the Reavers. Into the offensive zone now. Madison working around the defender centers, but it's swatted away by Offit. Nice play there by the Mountaineers netminder. Here's a 3-on-2 back the other way. Jory into the offensive zone. Gets it ahead for Kraft. Kraft tries to get a handle on it. Backhanded swat away by McAllister, and we'll get a whistle. Face off coming up here. Not sure what the whistle. I'm looking for a signal indication. At any rate, face off coming up. Looks like it'll be the left side of goaltender Logan McAllister. 1:34 still on the clock here in this first period. Face-off is away. Madison wins it to the corner, played up the wall. Ritter has it. He tries to clear, but it's kept in by McGee. Puck bouncing up and into the air. Kraft steps in to try and hold his own, but it's poked out by the Reavers. Madison trying to work it in. Isaac swats at it to the corner. Madison first to it, though. Looks to set something up. Floats one through the air. Shot on, and it's in. Vagel got that one. That's going to be 2 on the night for him. And that one's going to come at 1:11 in the first period. It's going to be a 3-goal Reavers lead, 3-1. Face-off is away. Ritter controls off the draw. Mouch racing towards the net. Ritter in, puts a shot on off the crossbar and out. Davidson battling with Kraft at the point. Lind walking in now. Lind towards the net, finds a way in. 5-hole shot. Puck loose out in front, and he does just tap it in. What an effort on the second chance from Lind. And that's 2 goals in rapid succession now for the Reavers, making it now 4-0 Reavers. 55 seconds remaining in the period. The official said this one's 1 to Ritter again. Ritter racing in, trying to get a shot on, sticked away. McAllister, puck loose. Mouch gets a stick on it, but it's swatted away by the Mountaineers defense. Here's Kraft now, he plays it up the boards. Hayden Kraft with Micah Savan. 2 incredibly fast skaters. Shot from Kraft, tied up by Davidson. That one's gonna bounce way up into the netting and eventually come back to earth near the far face-off dot. 39 seconds, all we have left here in period number 1. McAllister plays that off the draw to the corner. Isaac recovers a loose puck, slung below the net. Andreas has it here, he shovels it around the boards. McGee will get to that first from the point, plays for Kraft. Kraft lets it go all the way around for Savan. That one to the far point. Berger first to it, it hops over his stick, he recovers at the blue line. He's watched closely by Ritter. Puck played up and ahead, dumped in. No icing, says the official. 12 seconds is all that's left. Andreas flings that one rink wide. Kraft intercepts it, but out of the zone, so we'll have to tag up. This is down to 5 seconds as Ritter works his way in. Here's Logan Ritter in as time expires off the post. Holy cow, what an end to a period there as Ritter almost finishes off the breakaway, but he hits iron coming up empty. Either way, though, it's still 4 early goals for the Reavers. What's going to happen in the second period? Who knows? Stay tuned, folks. Period number 2 coming up. It's FMA hockey. All right, folks, welcome back. Get settled in. It's period number 2, FMA hockey from Shields Arena. Reavers up by 4 in this one, and we're coming to you from a broadcast booth with the world's wobbliest table. So if you're out there in the YouTube live stream and you want to take a guess at how many bolts this table is missing, go ahead, see if you can guess it right. I'll give you a hint. It's more than a couple anyway. Play underway now in the second period. Here's a loose puck recovered by Madison. He works his way through neutral ice into the offensive zone. Watched by a couple Mountaineers. A toe drag here into the corner is shot off the side of the net though. Freed up by Cram. He plays to his defensive partner Neeson. Puck stolen away by Ritter. Ritter from right out front. Shot, and that one trickles in. Oh boy, an early goal there for the Reavers. That's going to extend their lead now to 5. They finished the first period with a flurry of goals, and looks like no slowing down for them in the second period. Period number 2. Holy cow, is this table wobbly. Face-off underway. Baker has it, poked ahead for the Mountaineers. Off the boards. Here's Baker working towards the net. Madison able to free up a puck and get it out of the zone to Vagel. Vagel ahead for Ritter. Out of the corner, Logan Ritter, watched by Cram. Delaying, tries to get one towards the slot. He's tied up for a moment. Madison shovels one towards the net, but it's blocked by the Mountaineers defense. Here comes Baker back the other direction now. The offensive zone, Mountaineers looking to make something happen. From below the goal line, Matt Baker takes a look, tries to feed the slot. Here's Neeson with a shot. He's tied up and it bounces up and over the net into the near corner now. Reavers first to it, out of the corner. Vagel has it, calling for the puck wide is Ritter. Intercepted though by the Mountaineers. Neeson controls at neutral ice. Played into the offensive zone. Mountaineers look to go on the attack here. Hetland out of the corner, spins it around for Davidson. Davidson now out of the far corner, watched by Lee. Stepping in to support Jory, and Davidson's going to sling it back to his defensive partner, Hetland. Moving the puck up out of the zone, here come the Reavers. Graham swats it away, but Madison able to recover. Slings it back for Mouch. Can't get to it cleanly, so he fights for it now out of the corner, working against Savan. Micah Savan able to free up a puck. Mountaineers racing back the other way. Davidson forces a loose puck. He finds Mouch at the center face-off dot. Cram hustling after a puck, able to get to it first. Plays ahead for Jory. Puck turned over the other way. Curdy has it. Looking to set something up out of the corner. Chased by Cram. Puck to the blue line, but no one there to hold. Turned it back the other way. Here's Helbing. Helbing in. One defender back. She weaves towards the net. Shot on, sticked away by McAllister. Jory now out of the corner, battling with Frederick. Both teams battling for it there. Off the near boards. Mouch able to push it ahead. Holy cow, is he the fastest one-handed skater. Mouch now out of the corner centers, but it's swatted away by Berger. Puck up the boards. Jory on an outlet pass. Here's Jory, and he has a possible break. Jory working his way and puts a shot on St. McAllister. Rebound. Helbing puts it towards the net. It's still loose. Swatting at it. Finally, it comes away on the stick of Andreas. And the Reavers captain able to clear it out of harm's way. Puck now out of the corner. Helbing has it. Gives for Jory. Jory now for Berger. Berger walking a shot. And that one looked like it deflected possibly. Either way, it ended up in that big old glove of McAllister. So face-off coming up to his left. 11:29 still on the clock here in period number 2. Face-off is away. Kraft wins it by the toe of his skate. Puck wrapped around the boards. Ritter first to it for the Reavers. Intercepted by Berger, and he plays it neatly off the boards, but oh, just a hair offside. Heck of a geometric pass there from Berger to find his forward pivoting into the offensive zone, but just a touch early. So face-off coming back to neutral ice. 11:16 on the clock as we get set for the draw. I think it's Lind and Kraft on the draw. Kraft wins it to the point for Berger. Berger's going to shovel that one into the zone. McAllister back to get it. He tees it up and flings it ahead. Bounces over a couple sticks, ends up in the Mountaineers' corner. Berger has it, plays along the boards, up for Kraft. Taken by Helbing now. Helbing tries to get it ahead, but she's tied up by Lind. Lind walking in, puts a shot on, blocked off it, able to get a toe save there. And the Mountaineers will flick it out of the zone. Reavers recover. Have to wait to delay to avoid the offside. Vagel into the zone. He's got 2 tonight already. Out of the corner, Vagel centers. No one's there to take advantage of it. Helbing pokes it past Davidson. Trying to work past the boards, but that tall, lanky frame of Matt Davidson will slow it down. A couple opportunities there for the Mountaineers, but a shot floated just high over the net. Reavers recover and power through neutral ice. Curdy working towards the net, Lind to put the puck swept off his stick. Drops for Madison. Madison is shot, sticked away by Offit below the goal line here. Ritter tries to reverse, but Berger knocks the puck off his stick. Puck loose. Berger tries to spring Savan, but that one's out of his reach. It rolls all the way down, and it will be an icing call. Icing call is going to stop the clock at 9:56 in period number 2, and it's going to be brought to you by Urban Toad Media. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial, and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. Berger flings it up and ahead. It's intercepted by Simeon. Draft ahead for Berger. Mountaineers look for a breakout here. Madison trying to free up a puck for the Reavers. Berger fighting for possession. He gains the offensive line here. Puts a shot on. Save McAllister. That one bounces to the near corner. Isaac slings it below the goal line here. Davidson pressured by Berger. Tries to free that one up. Out of the corner. Matt Davidson takes a look. Tries to get an outlet pass, but he's tied up. It's bounced back the other way. It's a foot race this time. Matt Baker back for it. Working against Madison. Baker able to come away with the puck though. Through neutral ice. Here's Matt Baker. Into the offensive zone. He delays. He's got Lee with him. Spinning. Tries to put a shot on, but he's tied up by Hetland. Puck played all the way around the boards. Madison will get to it first for the Reavers. Over the offensive line. He's got Purdy with him. Puck floated towards the net. Almost had it on a second opportunity there. Madison now out of the near corner. Tries to center. He floats it through the air. Another shot by Curdy, but that one's wide of the net. Hard off the end wall. Madison again dealing. Tries to cycle the puck up. He finds Andreas. Andreas working towards the net. Shot on, and he hits Mouch right between those numbers. Turned over for Fagel. Back on the doorstep. Shot by Mouch and sprawling to make the save off it. You can hear the taps of appreciation from his teammates down there on the bench. 8-12 still in the second period. Both teams getting set for a face-off now out of the Mountaineers zone. It'll be Ritter for the Reavers, Baker for the Mountaineers. Face-off is away. Mountaineers control. They fling it to the point, not out. Ritter now from the hash marks, working his way in. Puck loose, bouncing off a couple skates. Turn the other way. Here's Baker now, playing ahead for Lee. Jordan Lee all in his zone, into the offensive zone. Jordan Lee takes a look, he shoots. Pad save, McAllister. Russ Frederick recovers, he chips it out of the zone. Racing all the way down to beat the icing is Lind. Here's Lind now, playing it back around for Vagel. A little stick lift there from Lee, allows that one to go all the way down. Helbing tries to race to it, watched by Vagel. Tied up, and that puck worked free out of the near corner now. Vagel slings that one all the way around diagonally, and that one's going to take 2 or 3 bounces out to play it off it, so that negates the icing. First to it, Ritter. He ties up with Neeson. Neeson able to play it ahead for Cram. Now for Baker. Mountaineers break out here. Bounced rink wide. Here's Lee working into the offensive zone. Tying up with Lind. Jordan Lee out of the corner. Puts one towards the net. Stripped off Baker's stick. Now Lind back the other way. It's a 2-on-2. Lind into the offensive zone. Worked to the corner by Neeson. Centering pass is tipped by the Mountaineers defenseman and ends up getting tipped right on net. Offit alertly making a save. Face-off coming up now to his right. The clock still shows 6:57 here in period number 2. So just about midway through the game. Looks like the Reavers still have that 5-goal advantage. Mountaineers looking for something to get something started here in the second. Face off out of the corner. Both teams battling for it there. Mouch working his way towards the net. Pass into the skates of Curdy. He spins away from pressure. Working towards the net. He's going to cycle it low. Mouch racing for it. Watched by Jory. Mouch out of the corner. Puck swept off his stick. It ends up with Curdy. Curdy's shot tied up. Both players battling for it there. Reavers able to push it below the goal line once more. Jory has it, tying up with Mouch. Mouch comes away with it. Cody Mouch floats one on, but his pass is tied up. Working towards the net, a backhander from Curdy. It's a little bit wide. It'll roll around the boards. Davidson steps up to hold the zone. Plays it all the way around the boards. Hetland will activate from the point, moving towards the net. Puts a shot on, blocked away by the Mountaineers defense. Out of the corner here. Tied up the other way. Jory gets a stick on it. It bounces towards the net, and that'll get us a face-off coming up now again in the Mountaineers zone. 5:58 on the clock here, period number 2. Both teams changing a few personnel, getting some new players out on the ice. Face-off is away. Mountaineers poke it to the line, held by Davidson. Rattled around the boards again. Mouch working for it below the goal line. Ritter and Jory tying up for one there. Ritter almost able to come away with it. Isaac stepping in to support. He plays it finally out of the zone. Reavers do control though. They have to regroup at neutral ice. Dump in from Davidson. It wobbles in and ends up in the corner. Played out of the zone again by the Mountaineers. Hetland first to it. He's watched by Jory. Played off the boards and ahead for Madison. Madison now and onside, says the official. Working towards the net, tying up with a couple of Mountaineers, trying to free up a puck. Jory finally able to push it free. There's Jory weaving his way in. He's got one defender to beat. He's got Savan with him. And the pass just past his tape. Played below the goal line, back for Jory. Mountaineers control, if only for a moment. Ritter steps in to support. Both players battling for it there. Reavers able to come away with it. Stepping up from the point is Berger. Ritter able to work past him into the offensive zone. Here's Logan Ritter. Ritter worked towards the corner, shot on, and a save from Offit. Nice job by the Mountaineers defense to at least angle the attacker off into the corner. You hate to let the dangerous scorers have the center part of the ice, so they did a good job there. Face off coming up now to the left of Offit with 4:43 still on the clock here, period number 2. Face-off is away. Isaac has it out of the zone now, working it into the Mountaineers' offensive zone. Helbling races after a loose puck, puts one towards the net. It's blocked by Vagel. He works his way out of the corner. There's Vagel now, chipping the puck ahead. Working against Berger. Berger able to free it up, though. Plays out of the zone, tipped by Helbing. Hustling after it here. And McAllister first to it. He'll fling it out back to neutral ice. Lynn comes away with it for the Reavers. Back on the attack. A shot from Lynn. Blocker save off it. That one bounces up into the safety netting, so that'll give us a face-off. Coming up again in the Mountaineers zone. Face-off away to the corner. Bounced out of the glass. Nice geometric play. This might work out for Helbing. Helbing in. Oh, she plays it ahead just a bit out of her own reach. Dumped in by Kraft and offside, I believe. So we get a face-off coming up back at neutral ice. A fortuitous bounce for the Mountaineers turns into a non-fortuitous, anti-fortuitous, malfortuitous. Well, I suppose you could have good fortune and bad fortune, so fortuitous. Anyway, the first bounce worked out for him. The second bounce was not as productive. Puck loose out front. It's cleared out of harm's way by Vagel. Back to get it now, Berger. Vagel making a bid for it, though, speeding into the offensive zone. Berger dekes him into the corner. Turned over for Curdy. Curdy with the look. Shooting, save off it. That one bounces into the corner. Takes a weird bounce off the glass. Kraft first to it. Madison able to hold the zone. Frederick rather is going to push that one to the corner. And finally, Berger able to fling it out. That one's going to go, it looks like, for an icing. And it will. So that'll bring the draw all the way back to the Mountaineers zone. 3:05 still remaining on the clock here, period number 2. So the point, Hetland puts a shot on. Kraft blocks it out front. Lee tries to play ahead for Kraft. Swept just out of his reach. Kraft working through Frederick. Puck to the corner though. He looks to set up here, weaving around the goal on the backhand, watched by 3 different Reavers. Helbing on the back door, tries to get it to her, but the pass is disrupted. Turned back the other way, it's Madison. Madison through neutralize, 1 defender back. Madison working in. Centers, and that one bounces off the defender towards the net, but an alert save by Offit keeps it out. Puck ahead the other way for Lee. Lee in, he tries to get it to Savan, but it's out of his reach. In the corner now. Micah Savan drops for Kraft. Kraft taking a look, firing. Blocked out front by Hetland, and that one's going to ring around the boards. Holding the zone, Neeson. That one poked ahead, though, for Madison. And here's Madison back the other way. Hustling back is Jeff Cram. Shot from Madison and swallowed up, no doubt about it, from Offit. So we'll get a face-off again out of the Mountaineers zone. 2:11 left on the clock, period number 2. Looks like both squads are going to keep most of the players out there. A couple new forwards coming on for the Mountaineers. Final 2 minutes of the period. Ritter and Baker on the draw. Ritter wins it. Floated on net, bouncing up and over the goal line. Out of the net, holy cow. That one bounced off the top of the goal and over the backside into the corner now. Savan tries to free it up. He's got 2 Reavers there pressuring him. So the point stripped away by Baker. Matt Baker speeds into the offensive zone. He's got Isaac with him. Baker working, but can't get it past the alert defensive stick of Matt Davidson. Tipped ahead by Madison now, watched by Cram. Madison, a centering pass for Rauch, working in, and to the glove of Offit. He rolls that one out. Heck of an opportunity there for a late period goal from the Reavers. He could do one of those announcer curses things, but we haven't seen a goal in a while. So anyway, Madison and Baker on the draw. That one poked away to the point. Andreas goes to his defensive partner, Davidson. Davidson working in from the top of the circle. Floats it through traffic, looking for a tip or something there. Here's a 2-on-0. Oh, and the pass doesn't quite connect. Isaac first to it out of the corner. Looking for Baker right up front. It's swatted away by McAllister. Isaac still below the goal line. Out front for Baker. Turned the other way for Ritter. Here's Ritter now working in with speed. 1:10 left on the clock. Ritter deking through, puts a shot on high and hard over the net. Madison out of the corner. Gives way for Ritter. Ritter tries the center, but that one goes through traffic and into the near corner. Cram has it now out of his own end. Plays ahead for Savan. Here's Isaac streaking through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Puck swatted off his stick. Back on his stick. Shot. Oh, and it's off the side of the net. Nick Isaac out of the corner now as the clock down to 45 seconds. Ritter strips it away. He looks to set something up. Plays it ahead, intercepted by Savan. Savan takes a look. He floats one over the net, hard off the glass. Back to Ritter, 33 seconds as the Reavers regroup. Through neutral ice, here's Ritter, in with Lynn and Vagel. Drops for Vagel. Out of the corner, freed up by Berger. Berger takes a look, 20 seconds remaining. Played off the boards, a little angle pass, but Davidson able to intercept. Into the offensive zone. Here's Matt Davidson now, watched by Neeson. Nice job there by the Mountaineers defenseman to poke that one free. So the point, Davidson floats one on, 4 seconds. Puck kicking around to the near corner. That one's going to rattle around. Berger's going to get a stick on it, and there's the horn. So a lot of scoring in the first, only 1 in the second, but all in the Reavers column. It's Reavers 5, Mountaineers 0. Don't go anywhere, folks, though. We got an entire third period coming up after this. Stay tuned. It's FMA Hockey. All right, folks, welcome back. Settle in. It's the third period, period number 3 from Shields Arena. It's FMA Hockey. And remember, if you'd like to promote your business or event to our live stream audience, we'd love to work with you on air. Just email us at advertising@fmahockey.com for more details. That's advertising@fmahockey.com for more details. Puck poked away, controlled out of the corner by Vagel. He's watched by McGee. Loose out front, Jory recovers for the Mountaineers into the neutral zone. Jory in with speed, weaving his way towards the net. Tied up, though, by Frederick. And the puck slides away to the corner. To the point, McGee holds the line for a moment. Now Madison has it with Vagel. Madison into the offensive zone. Back for Vagel. Shot on, he scores! And he completes the hat trick. And the Selly, I guess. It looked cool from up here. That's 3 goals for Vagel tonight, as that's now a Reavers' 6th goal. That one's going to come at 14:24. The officials tallying up all the things with the scorers table, get set for the draw. Face-off away. Lee has it. Both players tying up at the center dot. Vagel pokes it free from the far boards. He drops for Curdy. Curdy working his way towards the net, puts a shot on, save off it. And that'll get us a whistle. Face-off coming up from the far dot. Reavers opting to change some defensive personnel on this line. Face-off is away, tying up right out front. Vagel again, a shot, pad save off it, out of the corner here. Cycles the puck down low for Madison. Madison takes a look, feeds the point. Here's Davidson. Back for Madison. Curdy now below the goal line here. Off for Vagel from the hash marks, a shot just wide of the net. It rings around the boards and bounces out. Davidson's first to it. Plays ahead for Curdy. Now for Vagel. Puck off a stick and bouncing up into the air. Jory has it. He gives away for Baker. Baker into the offensive zone with speed. At Baker, working through a defender, trying to get back towards the net, but Davidson cuts down the angle. Cody Mouch, again, the fastest one-handed skater you ever did see. Off the far boards, weaving his way towards the net, puts a shot on, it's off the post, and bounces out, back to the point. Hetland holds the zone, he takes a look here, fires one on, blocked in front by McGee. That's at least 3 block shots for him tonight. Here's Hetland. From the wall, shot on, bounces up into the air, sticking with it with the paddle is off it, and able to keep that one out. Mountaineers get set for a draw now, coming up in their own defensive zone. It'll be Lind for the Reavers, Kraft for the Mountaineers. Official set. Face-off is away. Kraft wins it to the corner. Isaac pokes it ahead. Kraft back to it. He's able to shovel it past Davidson. Here's Kraft with Savon. Kraft in, gets to Savon. Savon on a one-timer. And catching the puck and catching his defenseman is McAllister. Heck of a play there to catch both the puck in your mitt and your defenseman in your lap. Whatever it takes to keep the puck out of the net. Face-off coming up now to his right. Reavers opting to change a few personnel again. 13-16 still showing on the scoreboard in period 3. Mountaineers keep it in the offensive zone. Kraft fires one on, blocked by Andreas. Below the goal line, Kraft looks for support. He's watched by Frederick, cycles low for Isaac. Andreas able to free it up. He'll fling it ahead. Holding the zone, Savon spinning away from pressure, working towards the net. Micah Savon in, working through a couple sticks, 2-3 sticks from the hash marks. Goes to the back door. Isaac there. Isaac working the puck to the corner. Watched by Frederick. Played below the goal line. Both players battling for it here. Frederick tries to fling it off the boards. I'm not sure if it caught a piece of Savon or not. He seems unfazed. Frederick fighting for a loose puck. Plays ahead for Mouch. And here's Mouch. Mountaineers control at neutral ice after a turnover. Kraft working his way in. Hayden Kraft with a shot off a glove and it trickles wide. Both teams battling for it off the near boards. Here's Graham from the point. He looks to just push the puck in deep, let his team control. Back to neutral ice. Mountaineers have to recover. Savon has it here, poking into the zone, but he'll lose possession. Ritter back the other direction. Lind now ahead for Ritter. Ritter in, all alone. Logan Ritter in, goes to the backhand, save, Offit! Puck loose. What a job by Offit to stay with that one. Ritter now off the near boards, working out of the corner. Puck on his backhand, below the goal line. Spinning, tying up with a couple different Mountaineers. It was a 1-on-4 there. Now Cole Berger through neutral ice for the Mountaineers in the offensive zone. Looks to drop, looks towards the net, puts a shot on. It's high, hard over the glass. Puck into the corner now. Mountaineers flick it out of, or excuse me, Reavers rather flick it out of the zone and ahead for Vagel. Into the offensive zone. Vagel spinning, a neat little move there. Tries to poke it free, but a diving Savon able to block it. Berger almost frees it up. It's into the skate of Vagel, and he recovers a loose puck. Drop pass here for Hetland, finally poked out of the zone by the Mountaineers. Back to collect it is Davidson. The clock just now under 11 minutes in period number 3. Back the other way for Hetland. Matt Baker poking it free through neutral ice. Here's Baker racing in. Working against Madison, helping a shot. Save McAllister, and he'll put a glove on that one to get a whistle. Face-off coming up now out of the Reavers zone. 10:37 left to play here in period number 3. That one's away. It's to the far wall. Both teams battling for it there. Poking it free is Vagel, working his way in. He's got Madison with him, tying up from behind Baker. Both players trying to free up a puck below the goal line. Vagel coming away with it, tries to get it towards the net, but he's blocked by Berger. Berger now looks to set something up. He finds Lee off the near boards. Puck bounces around him, ahead for Davidson. Reavers control at neutral ice. Matt Davidson working his way in. Puts a shot on and right into the glove of Offit for a whistle. Face-off coming up now out of the Mountaineers zone. 10:06 left to play in the period. Hey, and don't forget, folks, in addition to the league, the Fargo-Moorhead Adult Hockey Club also provides drop-in adult hockey opportunities and skills development classes for both men and women. We're always looking for new players, so if you're a hockey player looking for opportunities to skate, we'd love to have you. Just check out fmahockey.com for more. That's fmahockey.com. There's Madison working in on a strong backhand out of the corner now, spinning away from pressure. Madison deals to the point. Andreas with a look, puts a shot on, but it's blocked by Lee into the far corner. Baker plays ahead for Berger at neutral ice. A little give and go for Helbing. Helbing works back for Berger, but it's just past his stick. Clearing attempt by Andreas is blocked by the chest of Berger. Played ahead, swatted out of the air by Baker. He'll fling it over for Lee, and Jordan Lee will work his way into the offensive zone off the near wing. Jordan Lee towards the net, disrupted by Frederick. Puck high into the air and off the end boards. Helbing frees it up in the corner, tries to center. Curdy has it off a skate. He'll play it around the boards. McGee races after it, but it trickles out of the zone. Mountaineers will have to regroup here. Clock down to 9:09 in the third period. Helbing shovels it ahead for Lee. Intercepted, turned over now for Lee. Lee on a backhander, he scores! Jordan Lee on a turnover goes to the backhand and finishes 5-hole. That's a Mountaineers goal. That one's going to come at 9 minutes even in the third period, and it's going to cut that Reavers lead down to 5. All right, both teams set the official ready for the draw. Faceoff is away. Here's chip it ahead, intercepted by Mouch though. Mouch working his way into the zone, leading towards the net, putting one on, but a save off it, and it kicks to the corner. Lind plays it to the point for Hetland. Hetland plays it again back low. Off the side of the goal, Baker recovers a loose puck. Works out of the zone past one Reaver. Jory now off the far wing, racing in with speed, delays, sets something up here, tries to get it to Baker, but it's a bit high on the saucer pass. Back the other way for Mouch. Again with that one-handed skating power. Works his way in. Puck swatted off his stick. Nice defensive play there by the Mountaineers. Jory on an outlet pass. He's got Baker. Baker working his way in, spinning, working towards the net, tying up with Hetland. Floats a shot on through traffic, almost finding a way in. Here's the Reavers back the other direction now. Led by Lind. He weaves towards the net. Ritter all alone. Ritter in. And a sprawling off it. Not able to stop that one. That's a tough opportunity on the 2-on-1. A nice pass there from Lind to Ritter. And Ritter able to finish on the backhand for a Reavers goal. That's going to restore their 6-goal lead. That one's going to come at 7:58 in period number 3. Mouch working his way towards the net, puts a shot on, saved by Offit. That one to the near corner now. Right out front, bounces past everyone. Out to play at McAllister. He's got an idea here. He plays it up and off the boards for Mouch. Mouch works his way in. Got Ritter on the near wing. Mouch spinning away from pressure. Tries to feed it towards the net. Bouncing off a stick of the Mountaineers. Mountaineers able to recover. Played ahead for Isaac. Swept off his stick, though. Mountaineers able to poke it out to neutral ice, where it's recovered by Davidson. The Reavers looking to set something up here as they move into the offensive zone. Ritter controls, plays ahead for Curdy. Curdy working his way towards the net. Floats a backhander on, save off it. Puck kicks loose out front. Neeson has it and heads back to the way for the Mountaineers. Head pass to Jory. Jory into the offensive zone. He's got Neeson with him. Puts one towards the net. Save McAllister. And that gets us a whistle. Face-off coming now out of the Reavers zone. 6:52 still on the clock in period number 3. But I tell you, folks, this table, not only this table, but the table next to me are wobbly. And not just by a little bit. I mean, you know, they got like a high degree of wobble, both in the forward and backward direction, but also left and right. Just a heck of a thing here. Kraft with a turnover at neutral ice, works into the offensive zone on a backhand. Halen Kraft working towards the net, dealing out of the corner. Hayden Kraft takes a look, tries to force one towards the net, but it's blocked out front. Stepping in from the point to hold his own, Neeson. Puck jumps hard off the glass. Played off the boards. Back the other way. Frederick has it out of the corner. He's watched by 3 Mountaineers. Finally able to free up a puck. It bounces to the point. Held in the zone by Neeson. Off a skate. It bounces to the corner again. Here's Isaac. Isaac puts one on net. I think off the blocker, off the side of the net from McAllister. Reavers have it here off the far wing. Here's Vagel. Through neutral ice. Reavers into the offensive zone. Both players tangling up there out of the far corner, trying to free up a puck. Cross ice pass for Vagel. He takes a look. Feeds the point. Andreas has it. Oh, the puck tips off his stick. Here's Kraft. Hayden Kraft with some speed. All alone on a break. Davidson hustling after him. What a nice defensive play by Matt Davidson to get back. Here's a cross ice pass for Isaac. And that one's just a little bit far. Heck of a play, though, from Matt Davidson to get back to disrupt that breakaway from Hayden Kraft. Kraft again with a loose puck through neutral ice. As Helbing with him. Puts a shot on into the glove of McAllister. He'll play it out for Davidson, eating up more time off the clock. Reavers ahead for Mouch. Into the offensive zone, into the corner. Cody Mouch plays it back for Madison. Madison out of the corner, working free, watched by Kraft. Plays to the point for Hetland. Hetland floats one on, it's wide of the net. Looking for a tip or a screen out front. Lind working his way, driving the net, but it's blocked by Offit. Puck to the far boards. Played again down low. Lind has it. Looks to get it out front. He finds Madison, and Madison finishes on that one. What a play there. Good puck movement by the Reavers. They work the puck from high to low and then from below the net to right out front. And Madison waiting there on the doorstep to finish that one. That's going to be their 8th goal of the night. That one's going to come at 4:30 in the 3rd period. And I tell you, between the goals on the scoreboard, there are more goals on the scoreboard than there are bolts holding this table together. It's a wild one here, folks. Late into the Mountaineers zone, McGee sets up, bounces it off Madison. Madison towards the net, tries to find Mouch on the back door, but it's disrupted by the Mountaineers defense. Baker spinning out of the corner, battling with Mouch. Saban stepping in to support, and the puck knocked away from him. Lind has it here. Lind working towards the net. Shot save off it. That one bounces up into the glass. Mouch out of the corner now. Plays to the point. Hetland plays it again down deep. It takes a weird bounce off the glass. Baker first to it. He flicks it ahead for Berger. Berger racing in. Again, hustling back Davidson. Berger spinning away from pressure. Back to Lee on the back door. Oh, and the pass just isn't quite there. Lee gets one on net again. Squeezed into the pads of Offit. And McAllister. Another save there for the Reavers goaltender. Face-off coming up now out of their zone. 3:29 still to play in period number 3. I tell you what, folks, I'm just one guy up here. I've moved my drink to the more stable ledge, like the railing mechanism that's here that keeps things, it's an open-topped beverage, so, you hate to have it spill or something like that. But the production crew, just my hat's off to them for fighting through this table situation. All the wobbles left and right, and just, I don't know if it's one bolt hanging in on this table or whatever, but it's got like this spin to it, and if you kind of spin it, it feels like the base is just going to completely separate from the top. So just kudos to them for fighting through this table situation. Savan into the offensive zone, drives the net, spins around on a wraparound puck, loose through the crease. No one can get tape on it, and it trickles away to the corner. Berger a shot on, blocked in front by Andreas. Mountaineers making a bid for a late period goal here. Berger puts one on, again blocked out front by the Reavers. This one to the point now. Neeson puts it towards the net. Berger a shot, but it's wide. He recovers it. Out of the corner now, spinning. Pressured by Andreas. Puck freed up. Berger first to it. Weaving below the goal line here. He finds Savan from the hash mark. Savan puts one on the net. Off the side of the iron, it sounded like. That one wrapped around the boards, and that'll just get past Neeson. That clears back out to neutral ice. Mountaineers have to recover. Berger back into the offensive zone, tying up with Frederick there. Puck freed up for Neeson. Spinning away, tries to get it to Lee, but it's blocked by a couple Reavers out front. Clock down now to 2 minutes as McAllister smothers that one for another whistle. Face-off coming up to his right. Face-off is away there. Vagel controls. He flicks it up the boards. Ritter races after it in with speed. Madison racing after it. He has Ritter with him. Madison looks to center. Thinks better of it as he's watched by Cram for the Mountaineers. He'll play it around the boards for Vagel. Vagel calls for a play down low, but Jory able to disrupt it. That allows Helbing to control for the Mountaineers. Through neutral ice into the offensive zone now. Puck stripped away by Madison. He plays off for Ritter. Ritter hustling in now into the offensive zone, and he loses the handle, weaving below the net, recovers the puck, watched by Neeson out of the corner now, spinning away from pressure. Ritter working off the near side, right out front, save off it, puck loose, cleared away by Neeson. What a play by the Reavers, but Offit able to hang with it and get the save. Here's Madison now, right out in front for Vagel. Vagel takes a look, swatted away by Jory. Madison has it. Spins away from pressure. There you hear Thad Swanson calling it out. 1 minute remaining in the period. Vagel fighting for it with Jory. Both of these teams battling right to the end. Vagel and Jory tying up for a puck there. Finally able to strip it free is Vagel. Berger steps into support. Vagel plays it below the goal line for Ritter. Ritter spinning away from pressure. Graham gets a stick on it though. Puck loose out front, and Vagel knocks that one back for the 4th goal of the night for him, 9th for the Reavers, and that one's going to come with 37 seconds left in frame number 3. So 37 ticks left on the clock. Faceoff is away. The Reavers do control. Turned over though for Jory. He works in the offensive zone. He's got Helbing with him. Jory out of the corner looking for a passing option. Speeding away from pressure. Gets it to Baker. Baker from the top of the circles puts one on. It's a little bit wide. An outlet pass for Mouch, and that one's going to bring all the way down. It will be icing. And that's going to bring us down to the Reavers end for another face-off. 12 seconds left in the period. Reavers racing through neutral ice. It's Wind and Mouch, and Mouch blows that one well high over the net. So face-off coming up in the Mountaineers zone. 2.7 left on the clock. Reavers lead by 8. And there you have it, folks. Our final in one is Reavers 9, Mountaineers 1. But don't go anywhere, folks. We got game number 2 coming up right after this. Stay tuned. It's FMA Hockey. Visit FMAHockey.com, and we'll see you in a few.